Good morning, students. I am your social teacher. In the last class, we discussed depositional landforms of a river. In this lesson and in this topic, we discussed alluvial fan, floodplain, and karst topography and delta. These are the things we discussed. And then we discussed erosional landforms of underground water. In this topic, we discussed Terra Rosa and Lapis, sinkhole, and other landforms. Here, depositional landforms of underground water also we discussed. Today we are going to discuss new topic, wind. So in this lesson, how the rocks are eroded by the wind and what are the impact of the wind and waves. These are the things we are going to discuss today's lesson. First one, wind. What is wind? Air blows horizontally at or near Earth's surface is called wind. So air blows horizontally at or near the Earth's surface is called wind. The erosional, transportational and depositional action of wind is predominant in arid regions. So here arid regions. So arid means semi-arid and arid. That means the desert and semi-desert regions. In these regions, the pillars we can see in the picture, some are like pillars. So that is called mushroom rock, Inselberg and sand dunes. These are the things. Depositional, transportational and erosional action predominant in arid zone by the wind. So this is called as Aeolian process. Aeolian process. So here erosional landforms of wind. So in this topic we are going to discuss about mushroom rock, Inselberg, Yardang, sand dunes, Barkhan and transverse dunes. So these are the very important events of erosional landforms of wind. The first one, mushroom rock. Rocks are made up of hard and soft layers. Already we know it. Rocks are made up of hard and soft layers. When the rock's bottom is soft, the sand-laden winds blow against it and wear it down. So we discuss it. If the bottom of the rock is soft, that soft rocks are eroded by wind. So it's looking like mushroom. We can see in the picture. The bottom gets eroded away to form a mushroom-like structure. This is called a mushroom rock or pedestal rock. This is called mushroom rock and pedestal rock. And second one, Inselberg. So Inselberg is a German term which means an island mountain. You can see in this picture it is looking like a mountain, but it's not a mountain. Certain hard rocks like igneous rocks are more resistant to wind action. So igneous rock, we discussed in the previous class about the rock and rock cycle, and igneous rocks directly derived from the core and mantle. Such isolated residual hills rising abruptly from their surroundings are termed as Inselberg. Say example, Uluru or Ayers Rock in Australia. So these are the examples of mushroom rocks. And third one, Yardang. In arid regions, certain rocks have hard and soft layers arranged vertically. When wind blows over these rocks, the soft layer get eroded, leaving irregular crust. These are called yardangs. Semi-arid and arid region, already I told you, that is called a desert region. In the desert region, the wind blows vertically. When the air blows vertically, that air eroded the soft layer of the rocks. that soft rocks are eroded by the wind. So it is called yard downs. Okay, now we will discuss about the depositional landforms of wind. In this previous topic, we discussed erosional landforms of wind. Here, depositional landforms of wind. First one, sand dunes. In deserts, during sandstorms, wind carries loads of sand. When the speed of wind decreases, huge amount of sand gets deposited. These mounds or hills or sand are called sand dunes. When the sandstorms or during the sandstorms, wind carries lots of sand. காற்று அதிகமாக அடிக்கும்போது அது என்ன செய்யணும்னா டெசர்ட் ரீஜன்ஸில் அதிகமான மணலை எடுத்துகிட்டு வந்து டெபாசிட் பண்ணும். அப்போது காற்று ஸ்பீடு டிக்ரீஸ் ஆகும்போது அதோடைய ஹியூஜ் அமௌண்ட் ஆஃப் சேண்ட் கெட்ஸ் டெபாசிட்டட். இதுதான் பார்க்குறதுக்கு நம்ம என்ன சொன்னால் மவுண்ட்ஸ் ஆர் ஹில் ஆஃப் சேண்ட் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். அண்ட் பர்கான் bark are isolated crescent shaped sand dunes. They have gentle slopes on the wind side and steep slopes on the leeward side. Windward side and leeward side. Wind striking side of the mountain is called windward side and another opposite side of the mountain is called leeward side. So you can see in the picture Burkans. Transverse dunes. The transverse dunes are asymmetrical in shape. They are formed by alternate slow and fast wind that blow from the same direction. In the same direction, we can see in the beaches the depositional landforms or the deposition of sands near the beach. It's same direction, it blows in the same direction. That is the reason we can see the different shape of the sand formation. And longitudinal dunes, safe dunes. The longitudinal dunes are long narrow ridges of sand which extend in a direction parallel to the prevailing wind. These dunes are called safe in Sahara. You can see in the picture, this is the longitudinal dunes. These longitudinal dunes are called safe in Sahara desert. Another one is loess. The term loess refers to the deposition of fine silt and porous sand over vast region. So here it is termed as the deposition of fine silt. Silt means the alluvium. Fine silt and porous and sand. Porous means the whole of the sand. So porous sand over a vast region. Extensive loess deposits are formed in northern and western China. Here the loess are formed in largest portion. Extensive loess is in West China and North China. The pampas of Argentina, in Ukraine and in the Mississippi Valley of United States. These regions has the loess. Another one, wave. A steady up and down movement of surface water are called waves. Up and downs. In the movement of the water, we can see the up and downs. Here the wave. Yes, steady up and downs. Steady up and downs movement of surface water are called waves. அதாவது அலைகள் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா, அதான். Sea waves are the most powerful agents of gradation and their erosional, transportational and depositional processes are confined to a very narrow belt along coastal area. Here the erosional landforms of waves. Sea cliff. Sea cliff is one of the erosional landforms of the wave. Sea cliffs are steep rock faces formed when the sea waves dash against them. The rock get eroded on the from steep vertical wall. ஸோ இப்போது ஒரு ராக் இருக்குன்னா சீ கிளிஃப் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். எதை சொல்லுவோன்னா ஒரு ராக் இருக்குன்னா அதோடைய வேவ்ஸ் வந்து டைரெக்டாக அதோடைய சேம் பொசிஷனில் வந்து அது மோதும். அதுதான் என்ன சொல்லுவாங்கன்னா sea waves dash against them. The rock gets eroded to form stiff vertical wall. அது பார்க்குறதுக்கு வெர்டிக்கலாக என்ன இருக்கும், ஒரு நீட்டாக சமமான ஒரு வால் சிவர் மாதிரி இருக்கும். இதை தான் என்ன சொல்லுவோம் sea cliff. Another one, sea cave. Prolonged wave attack on the base of the cliff eroded rock materials which results in the formation of caves. It's looking like caves. நம்ம கேவ் பார்த்துருப்போம். அதே மாதிரி sea caves இந்த மவுண்டேனியஸ் ரீஜன், அதாவது மவுண்டேனும் இருக்கும், பக்கத்தில் என்ன இருக்கும், கடலும் இருக்கும். ஸோ அந்த இடத்துல வேவ் வந்து அந்த டைரெக்டாக அந்த மோதும்பொழுது அந்த sea வேவ்ஸ் அந்த ராக்கில் படும்பொழுது டேஷ் பண்ணும்போது அதில் இருக்கக்கூடிய சாஃப்ட் ராக்ஸ் அரித்து கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமாக அரித்து அந்த வேவ்ஸில் இருந்து உள்ளே வந்து எப்படி இருக்குன்னா ஒரு கேவ் மாதிரி இருக்கும். அதுதான் என்ன சொல்லுவோம்னா sea cave. And sea arch. இங்கே arch, you can see the picture. When two caves approaches one another from either side of the headland and unit, they formed an arc. Example, Neil Island, Andaman and Nicobar Island. So in this picture you can see the Andaman Nicobar Island sea arch. Sea stake. Sea stake, it's looking like a pillar. Further erosion by waves ultimately leads to the total collapse of the arch. The seaward portion of the headland will remain as a pillar of rock known as stake. Example, Old Men of Holy in Scotland. Wave cut platforms. Wave cut platforms, the flat surface found at the foot of sea cliffs are called as wave cut platforms. Wave cut platform is also referred as wave cut bench terrace. Wave cut, you can see. So wave cut platforms, the platform, the found flat surface, and the flat surfaceல அதோடைய வேவ்ஸு கொஞ்சம் மேலே, அதாவது கொஞ்சம் ஹைட்டில் படும்போது அங்கே இருக்கிறத அந்த இதை என்ன பண்ணோன்னா அந்த ராக்ஸை அந்த வேவ்ஸை அரிக்கும். அதை தான் நம்ம என்ன சொல்லுவோம்னா வேவ் கட் பிளாட்ஃபார்ம்ஸ். ஸோ another one, depositional landforms of waves. ஸோ இப்போது all the agents of nature deposited one landform. Likewise, here the waves also deposited the landforms like beach, bar, spit. Beach, sand and gravel are moved and deposited by waves along the shore to form beaches. ஸோ பீச்சஸ்னு என்ன சொல்லுவோம், பீச் பார்த்துருப்போம். பீச் ஓட்டில் என்ன இருக்கும், நிறையா மணல் இருக்கும். ஸோ அந்த மணல் வந்து எப்படி வருதுன்னா waves deposited the gravels and sand. This is the most dominant and constructive work of the sea. So beach, deposition landforms of waves, one of the most important deposition is beach. Julu Beach along Mumbai coast, Puri Beach in Odisha and Marina Beach in Chennai are the best example of the depositional landforms of waves. And another one, bar. A bar is an elongated deposits of land, single or mud found in the sea, almost parallel to the shoreline. பார் அப்படின்னா ஒன்றும் மணல் திட்டு, அதாவது பீச்சஸ் இருக்கும், சி இருக்கும், நடுவில் எங்கேயாச்சும் ஒரு மேடு இருக்கும், லைக் எ ஐலாண்ட். இட்ஸ் அ deposition of sand. So another one, spit. What is spit? It is a long spit, அதாவது பெரிய மணல் திட்டு. As you can see in the picture, a spit is a ridge or embankment of sediment attached to the land on end and terminating in open water on the other end. Spit are common at the mouth of estuaries. Example, Kakinada spit. So here the spit, the two sides. The first side of the spit is in the land. So another side of the edge of the spit in the sea. This is called spit. This landform is large and extend to large area. This sand spits are situated in the estuaries. Already we know it. Estuaries, for example, in Andhra Pradesh, Kakinada in Andhra Pradesh. This embankment or sediment is called spit. Okay children, today's class is over. You are asked to complete your assignment by clicking the link below. Thank you.